There's a party at the end of the world. Oh, Florida, please be still tonight. Don't disturb this love of mine. Look how she's so serene. You've gotta help me out and count the stars to form the lines and find the words we'll sing in time. I wanna keep her dreaming. It's my one wish, I won't forget this. I'm outdated, overrated. Morning seems so far away, so I'll sing a melody and hope to God she's listening, sleeping softly while I sing, and I'll be your memories, your lullaby for all the times, hoping that my voice could get it right. If luck is on my side tonight, my clumsy tongue will make it right and risk the touch. It isn't much, but it's enough to form imaginary lines. Forget your scars, we'll forget mine. The hours change so fast, oh God, please make this last. 'Cause I'm outdated, overrated. Morning seems so far away, so I'll sing a melody and hope to God she's listening, sleeping softly while I sing, and I'll be your memories, your lullaby for all the times, hoping that my voice could get it right, could get it right. You could crush me, and please don't crush me, 'cause baby I'm a dreamer for sure, and I won't let you down. I swear this time I mean it, and I'll sing a melody and hope to God she's listening, sleeping softly while I sing, and I'll be
chat. Good frickin' morning, everybody. I see my camera's not working. It's a little awkward. $2.5. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I fixed it. It was all goofy. Good morning, everybody. We're doing something. The what's it called? The no deaths challenge is a little more difficult than I anticipated. So we're going to take a break from that this morning, and we are going to do a explosives only challenge run because that sounds absolutely exciting. So we're going to pull up our challenge profile. I'm not sure where the save state is. If we can avoid it, I really do not feel like watching the intro cutscene again. I need to remember to have one of these. But there's a big chat window. I need to remember to have a cutscene save. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to start over. That's fine. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Let's see. Change user. Start software. Create user. Create new user. Sure, we can be Mario. So I am going to, normally with challenge runs, I don't dupe. But with this one, because it's explosives only and those can be hard to find, I'm okay with duping for this challenge run. Blue Esper, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing well. I need to move you over. Not that. Move chat over. Ah, you're just playing some Zelda too, huh? How far in are you? It's such a great game.
This strange gloom keeps getting thicker.
I'm starting a new challenge run. I forgot to make a save file at the end of
It's been
this.
descending for a while now.
150
These
hours in
tunnels
and
are
you're still
deeper
not done
than I
with the main
thought.
quests?
What could
To be
have done
completely
here?
honest, that's almost the same as me. I keep doing these challenge runs and stuff. I feel like the chasing after a hundo is a little bit boring to watch on stream. So I'm doing my 100% playthrough on like my personal time, and I stream these different challenge runs. That didn't work. Bro, seriously though, Blue Esper.
People have been falling ill.
I
After
keep
coming
finding
into
myself doing
contact
all
with the gloom
kinds of
drifting
crap
through these
instead
tunnels.
of playing through. There's so much to do in this game. I absolutely love how much there is. There's just like 10 million things to do. I think I played 45 hours in my first playthrough before I even got to Rito Village. Gotta keep an eye on the chat on the other platforms. Because I'm live on Kick and YouTube at the same time, and sometimes BotRix isn't good at grabbing all of them. How many of the temples have you done, Blue Esper? Done all 4 and 72. There are so many shrines. Your number is... Not to mention the dadgum... Where did she go? Not to mention all of the dadgum Koroks that give you almost no benefit except their poop.
You are not hurt, are you, Link?
$72. Oh, that's so much work to get to 72 too. My initial playthrough was I'd done all 4 temples. I was like 70 hours in, and I accidentally deleted my save file. Which might be part of the reason why I just decided to do it on my own time anyways, instead of just finishing it on stream. Oops. What's your favorite part about this game so far? That's true, the inventory space is nice. It is useful. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't helpful.
What is that?
It is what it is. It worked out anyways, because my brother-in-law came over, and I have a Switch OLED, and he doesn't. And he's trying to talk himself into buying one, but talk himself out of buying one. And so he downloaded his profile onto my Switch, and since he has the digital version, it automatically upgraded my version to 1.1.2, and so I lost the ability to dupe and stuff. And so if I still had that save file, I wouldn't have been able to break myself down to reset my Switch to be able to get 1.1.0 back. You can still dupe after 1.2. It involves attaching things to arrows and firing a 3-arrow Lionel bow is the most productive way to do it. But you still have to go to, I think it's Kakariko, to pay the guy to unbind the diamonds or whatever you're duping from the arrows. And so ultimately, like, it's still easy, but you have to go to specific places and do things in specific ways to get it to work out. And for me personally, it's not worth that effort. Duping this normal way from before the update, you can do it from anywhere. So if I'm mid-fight and decide I need more food, I can just dupe some food real fast. Or right before the Ganon fight, or whatever the situation is. No, Zelda! I'll be right back. My kids are gonna wake up in the next, like, hour or so I gotta go grab the baby monitor so it doesn't wake up my wife. All right, we back. I just love the open world aspect and how much there is to do. Like, the sheer amount of things that you can do in this game and different ways that you can solve puzzles is amazing to me. Like, you can get a handful of people to do the exact same shrine, for example, with the exact same equipment and abilities, and they'll solve it completely differently. And I just love, like, the ability to kind of break the game, I guess. That's a bad way to put it, but I really, really enjoy just having that option. It's like, even from a, like, Pokemon standpoint, which is what I've, up until this game, most of what I've played is Pokemon. And from a Pokemon perspective, it's very specific. Like, you've got to solve things in a certain way. You've got to battle certain people to get certain places. And Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild are just so open. We need you to get out of here, Sword. But we will destroy you. Blue Esper, have you played all of the Zelda games to this point? If I'm being totally honest, this is the first Zelda game that I've ever, like, actually played. I've tried to play a lot of different ones. Back in, like, 2D Game Boy era, I played, like, 6 different games and never could get very far into it because I didn't like it. It was boring to me. Ironically, coming from as a Pokemon player. But then this game came out. It wasn't even Breath of the Wild. It was this game came out and sold 10 million copies in 3 days. And I was like, obviously there's something I'm missing here about Zelda. All right, Blue. So we're in the same boat, basically. Interesting. I find it interesting that you like this one but didn't like Breath of the Wild. Because everybody talks about how similar they are. That's a good reason to try it. Gotta buy it anyways. Alright, we need to find some explosives. Yeah, it's such a good game. I'm trying to convince my wife to play it. She wants to play it. We're just in the middle of getting ready to put our house on the market. And so we're super, super busy. Gosh dang it. We're super, super busy. Her favorite game is Spyro, so she's been playing a lot of Spyro for stress relief while we're super busy. And she doesn't want to get, like, Spyro she can put down because she's played all 3 games all the way through, but she's afraid that she'll get hooked on Zelda and not be able to put it down and be productive. Oh, you thought it felt barren, huh? I never even started it, so I have no idea how different it is. Oh, I should manual save right here. This can be my challenge run account. Because I don't want to have to redo that intro every time I run a challenge. This game makes me want to go back to BOTW and see what I missed. I mean, I know you don't need it as far as story goes or anything, but maybe after playing this one, if I go back to it, I'll like it better. Or the older Zelda games, now that I'm more familiar with some of the lore and enemies and that type of stuff, maybe if I go back. I don't know. It's like watching Star Wars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like you get the best 3 as far as quality goes, and then you go back to the worst 3. Be painful to watch. We don't need to talk to you, bro. My one complaint. My one complaint is how tedious. Not tedious, but how how long GSI, Great Sky Island, is. It just takes forever to get through. I mean, speedruns right now, the world record is 54 minutes right now, I think, to beat Tears of the Kingdom. And 40 of those minutes are spent on this island, just doing the intro. And like 12 minutes of it is just cutscene that you can't skip. Alright, I need something explosive. Carry on. I don't mind it. Like, I'm not complaining. My only issue with it is, like, practicing for speedruns. Doing it over and over and over. Or one of my other challenge runs is to reset. Is resetting every time I die. And it just gets really old to go over and over and over and over. Or even just watching other people speed run it to try to get ideas for strategy to try to speed run. It just... Island, 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 island. Not that, like, it is better than the intro for Breath of the Wild. Because I have gone back and watched speedrunners from that game. And I've watched gameplay, and it's better. And there's a lot that you can do on GSI that makes it different. Like the strategies, the top like 5 current world record holders all approach this island in different ways. And you figure out how to get through it quicker, too.
Only to those with sufficient power.
I mean, the first time I did it, it took...
I'm sorry.
Like 2 hours.
I did not intend to startle you.
Skip you?
It was I.
Yeah, so the way the speed run looks right now, the world record is complete the GSI. You go from the GSI and you fly from this shrine. Actually, maybe it's the other shrine. You fly from the shrine that's right here on a glider over here. You get a bunch of fairies that you can dupe. And then you go immediately from there to Ganon. And that's the whole run. And you can skip the boss rush. So you've got to take out the Lionels, but you can skip the boss rush and go straight to Ganon. It was the same way in BOTW. That's what I like about... that's one of the things that I like about Zelda is just how... Could have gone the other way. Oh well. Practicing for speed running the other direction. Speed running wise, it's faster to do these in the other order if you start with the snowy one. Yeah, you can beat Ganon with just hearts and stamina that you start with. Basically, you can't ever get hit by... Well, so... I don't know if you've come across any fairies yet. That's the main ingredient that you need. That's why you fly over here at the beginning of the speed run, because that's the closest place to get fairies. And when you die and have a fairy in your inventory, you are instantly revived. Not the armor upgrading fairies. They're just little They look like fireflies. If you ever see fireflies on any of the floating islands anywhere on the map, sneak up to it, it's probably a fairy. If you die while holding one, you'll be revived. And so you basically have infinite life. Once you get a fairy, and then if you dupe them, you can just multiply, 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 multiply. Bro, it wasn't until like I was like 90 hours in, and I was like 90 hours in watching speedrunners when I realized that you could get gliders. I just thought you had to find them spawned. I didn't know that they were in those machines, whatever they're called. Yeah, so the little fairies, they just look like fireflies, but they're like full-on fairies. But so that way you can get off the Great Sky Island and dive, because you don't have the glider yet. But you go and you get the fairies, and then you can just tough out fall damage, because you'll live through anything. It still takes a ton of skill. Yeah, there are fairies in this game too. There are fairies in this one too. The other reason you start with the other direction when redoing the tutorial island is because you get... That's where the nearest gliders are. And if you attach a glider to your shield... That was a really bad connection. If you attach a glider to your shield, you can just jump over these chasms. And then you can Tony Hawk Skateboard Pro. You can Tony Hawk Skateboard Pro this rail over here. So this whole shrine takes like 8 seconds total. No, they're not super hard to catch. They're about as difficult as sneaking up and mounting a horse, if that helps you at all. Not the paraglider, I'm talking about the wing things. The wing gliders. The Zonai glider. I hate that they're both called gliders. I had that same thought when I had that same thought when watching people. Yeah, there's a lot to have to figure out. I don't know if you know who Point Crow is. I watch Point Crow, and Point Crow streams this game he's streamed this game almost every day since it came out. And I forget what it was, but there was something that he just learned yesterday on stream. Like, this game is so in-depth and rich, and there's so much to do. I do wish that it would tell you more. Although, I feel like the game would be so much longer if they did teach you everything. Like, there would have to be cutscenes and conversations to figure out so much of that stuff. And there is a certain... There's a certain amount of, like, it's cool to discover some of that on your own, I think as well. Losing my mind. Oh, I missed. That's a problem. Oops. I thought that was close enough. Yeah, those are always nice. I really like the tutorials on, like, where to find armors and stuff. I did a bunch of those. Anything that's not, like, story spoilers, I'm cool with. Conveniently, now that I've done the whole story, I don't worry about spoiler stuff at all. Okay, this is really, really inconvenient. Leave me alone. I can't fight you. I don't have any explosives. So if you would please just leave me be. You stay there. I'm gonna go this way. I need fire fruit. And a bow and arrow. There is so much the game doesn't tell you. And I don't know how to bridge, like... It would be nice if there was a way to learn it, but I also don't want to have to deal with all the cutscenes and stuff. So attaching a glider to a shield lets you jump twice as high. So when you do a shield jump with ZL, B, and A... I don't have a shield right now. But you jump and put the shield underneath your feet to, like, skateboard. And if you attach a glider to it, you'll go twice as high, which comes in handy in a lot of situations. Or what the point of that boat even is. Yeah. Yeah, it's super helpful. It's a cool little helpful thing to know. Sorry, Korok. I'm ignoring you. I didn't want that. Oh, I'm dumb. That was close. Goodness. Leave me alone. I need some fire fruit or a bomb flower. Because this is going to get real old. I could also use choo-choo jelly, but I don't know how I would kill a choo-choo. I can't kill a choo-choo until I have something explosive. Yeah, the sheer number of tips and things to figure out about this game is absurd. Oh, that was close. I thought I hit the I thought I made it into the water. Ooh, that was close. Dadgum choo-choo. Oh, there's choo-choo jelly now. Dang it. Take me back. To the Paradise City. Okay, let's see. Leave me alone, choo-choo. Yay! Yay, fairies. Duping is nice. And like, I avoid duping on most of my challenge runs. Dude, can we get through this without... I don't know if we can. I might have to use a rock hammer, at least on this island. Any other shrines I can just skip if I can't, if I have to use a weapon. But I don't like duping for most challenge runs. This one's just so specific. Yeah, it's still such a chore to upgrade everything. All duping really does is save grind time. Like, that's realistically, that's all it does. But, like, at the same time, like, I haven't decided for this run if I'll do fairies or not. It just, I mean, like, duping explosives is one thing. Duping the fairies so that you don't die is, like, it's one thing for, like, just a personal run, like my 100% playthrough. Or even just, like, for a base 100%, like your first 100% playthrough or first playthrough. But I feel like all of these challenge runs are a lot more interesting to watch if you can't, just dupe everything. Like, of course, with 10,000 fairies, I can beat this game sticks only. You know what I just realized? This is part of why I find challenge runs fun. Because you notice different things if you're trying to play the game a certain way. And I never realized Ow. Okay, that was a problem. I didn't dodge fast enough. But I didn't notice that there were all those dead leaves there to catch fire. This is the first time I've noticed that. I mean, I've noticed them, but I didn't think through it being explosive. That went the wrong direction. It is interesting to me the difference in, like, opinions on cheating. Okay. Between, like, the Zelda community and other communities. Like, even in, like, the non-competitive Pokemon community, it's still, like, cheat bad. One single-player game, cheat bad. Okay, why did that break it? I tried so hard every other way to break that. Oh, do I get a free pass through here? I do get a free pass. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm with you, Blue Esper. The Pokemon world still doesn't quite see it that way. I'm 100% with you. Yeah, clone shiny Pokemon, all of that kind of stuff is like... I mean, Pokemon can be somewhat multiplayer, but not really. So it's like, why do people even care? Whoa, what are those? I don't remember those. Are those just piles of sticks to burn? Okay, but I do need... my rocks. Yeah, I got Scarlet and Violet. My favorite Pokemon game of all time. Absolutely. I 100% thought very, very highly of it. There's some things that weren't necessarily my favorite. Like, I didn't particularly like the Team Rocket storyline, but the game overall was amazing in my opinion. Just the open world aspect, no longer having to fight all the trainers along the way. The one thing that I am actually very disappointed about Scarlet and Violet yeah, the post game is super fun. I'm glad you liked the Team Star storyline. I know a lot of people did like it. I just didn't personally. That's really just like nitpicking though. Like, I didn't hate it. The crater and the post game stuff is a lot of fun for sure. I sunk so much time into that game. I got sick the week after it came out. I had planned to stream my entire playthrough, but I got sick the week that it came out. Like, can't get out of bed sick. Like, not gonna stream level sick. Like, cause I'll stream sick, I don't care. But I was like laid out totally in bed. And so I played like 100 hours of it in the week that it came out. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The glitches were nuts. And the voice acting, I wish. That would have definitely made it better. I don't see Game Freak / Pokemon changing, though. Okay, there's no... Fine. The voice acting would have been nice. I don't see Game Freak changing that anytime soon. But yeah, I was about to say what you're saying with the Yeah, I wish Game Freak would get it together too. Okay, I'm giving in just for this moment. Wonder if I can do this. Oh, because there are rubies back there that I need. That's the only way to get to those rubies. But, like, that's part of the reason why I have such an issue. Part of why I have such an issue, not an issue, but I think I can confidently say I like Zelda more than Pokemon now, which was not the case before. Ooh. Alright, people. You jerks. What the rock? That's excessive. Look, what I need here, I just need a stick. That's all I want. Just give me a stick and I'll move on. Or a shield, I guess I'll take that. Yeah, Pokemon's super easy. I don't like the gym scaling. The ability to do them in any order. I mean, I appreciate the ability to do them in any order, if that makes sense. But I wish you could do them in any order. And that they scaled. Expecting way too much out of Game Freak, though. But it just... For a while, it made my heart hurt how much I enjoyed this game and how good the graphics and stuff were. Just because it really showed what Scarlet and Violet could have been. Yeah, Gita wasn't... I wasn't impressed. If I'm not mistaken, the Zelda team is Nintendo, isn't it? Like Nintendo, them like... Okay, leave me alone. Yeah. Oh, I caught myself on fire. Obviously, that is a problem. I wish Game Freak would let go of some of the dev work, because there are obviously other devs that could help a lot. We're gonna crawl through here and see if we can get through without waking up those. That is a no. That's not happening. Oh, I got that one. This is what we're after. So speed running, the most important things. There are a handful of food items that you need to be able to make speed up potions with choo-choo jellies. So choo-choo jellies and duping those are important. And then it's a mushroom. I can't remember which mushroom it is. So that's all the food you need. And then you need this ruby right here. So you dupe a bunch of arrows and a bunch of rubies. And rubies is like the only weapon you use. I really, really liked Legends Arceus. And I'm actually very disappointed. I'm very disappointed that the catch style wasn't replicated is the wrong word. I'm disappointed that they didn't utilize that, the catching mechanism. It really would have added such a good dynamic, I think, to that game. I mean, I guess it wasn't what they were going for, but I don't even have any bows left. Or arrows, I mean. Bubba Guppies. I have kids who watch a show called Bubba Guppies. Bubble Guppies. Bubba Guppies? Bubble Guppies? Something like that. But Legends Arceus was probably my favorite Pokemon game up until Scarlet and Violet came out, and I really do concede that Scarlet and Violet was my favorite. I just wish there were some of those mechanisms that they took. Great ideas, poor executions, graphics, frame rate. Yeah, they could have easily. I mean, obviously not easily, I think, or they would have done it, but it should have been possible for them to do this with Arceus. And Breath of the Wild and this game really just showed that the limitation wasn't with the Switch. Because a lot of people had been trying to say that the limitation was the Switch. Like, of course, Scarlet and Violet didn't look good. And Legends Arceus wasn't as good because it was on a Switch. But this game really does fly in the face of that. I picked up Jelly somewhere. Yeah, Breath of the Wild, absolutely. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Need arrows. Thank you. That'll work. Yeah, that game looked so good. The issue I think really is that Pokemon keeps having to put out game after game after game after game after game every year, no matter what. I really do think that's limiting them. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom last year, Nintendo said we are done with the game, but we're going to take another year to polish it. Game Freak would never do that. As much as I think it's needed, or that they should have realized that it was needed. That game was beautiful. This game is beautiful. Yeah, Pokemon is just a money printer, right? I think Zelda has really proven that the model of wait for a perfect game. Not just Niantic, goodness, not just Game Freak, but everybody does that. I mean, think of all of the games that have come out on any game system in the last 10 years. They always have issues when they could just wait 6 months and polish the game up. There's no reason why every dev couldn't do that, and it would go so much better. I mean, look at Overwatch 2, for example. Look at Overwatch 2, for example. They didn't finish the game. Promised certain features. They're like, we just want to put out this game now, and we will add X, Y, and Z features in the future. And then Overwatch came out and said that they will never be adding those, which was the entire reason for having an Overwatch 2 in the first place. Like, without the PvE, without the PvE stuff that they were talking about adding to Overwatch 2, it's really not even a sequel. It's just a reskin, really. Yeah, they still have issues. They did cancel a Terra raid event because it was having glitches and issues. They've canceled a few things recently because of that. And I don't I understand that multiplayer is a much different dynamic. Like, that's obviously a lot more difficult to code, you know? Like, I'll accept that. But their base game even just doesn't work nearly as well as Tears of the Kingdom. Where's the shrine? There's the shrine. I agree about the battles in Arceus. It is disappointing. I wish we could have battled. And I think that just makes sense to me, at least, that you'd be able to shoot. Like, why couldn't we battle? It would be so cool. There we go. Now we got bomb flowers. That would have been super cool in Arceus. You're right about the glitches in Arceus. Like, don't get me wrong, I do recognize that the Switch is not a technological marvel. But, I mean, real talk, Nintendo's never been top of the line as far as the tech itself goes. You know, like, they've never had the highest quality in terms of like processing speed and all of that kind of stuff. But they make good games in general, at least in my opinion. Okay, we got it. But they make good games in general. I just wish they'd spend more time. Because that's really what they really have to offer, is just the quality level of the game. Like the quality, not the quality of like the graphics or anything like that, but the quality of the quality of the story and the mechanics and they have the most loyal IPs in the world. Like, I can't, even Call of Duty players are not as loyal, or Warzone or whatever other game you can think of. Even those people are not as loyal to their game as Pokemon and Zelda players. Nobody buys a PlayStation for Call of Duty. But people buy Nintendo devices to play Pokemon or to play Zelda. my kids might be up. Pokemon games are fun, but could be better. You're right. Like the fact of the matter isn't that like they're not the most fun games. I mean, they up until this game, Pokemon was my favorite game, but it's not because it's a marvel at what it does. Must be my neighbor's rooster or something crowing. Not my kids are definitely not awake. It is them knowing. You're right. It is them knowing that people will buy Pokemon games regardless. There's a reason why Pokemon, not Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo, yes, but Pokemon is the most valuable franchise in the world, and it's not even close. Pokemon makes more money than any other intellectual property, period. I absolutely agree. I've been a Pokemon guy for forever. Please give me arrows. He did not give me arrows. Edgum. I think there were arrows in here. I could certainly use them though. Although now that I think of it, I did miss some arrows back in the other shrine. The other shrine had arrows.
Yeah.
Yo, that's wild.
Yeah.
I missed, but we got it. There we go. I think I can confidently say, oh, I have flame on my back. I think I can confidently say that I'm now a Zelda person instead of a Pokemon. Which is super sad to me. But I can obviously trust Zelda to put out good stuff. Not that I won't play Pokemon. Like I'll buy and play every Pokemon game that comes out 100%. Especially since I've gotten into the content creation streaming game, like I'll play every new game that comes out. As far as Pokemon goes, 1, because I enjoy it, 2, because I enjoy making the content, and 3, because Pokemon will get numbers when it's new, even when it's not new. Like Pokemon gets numbers. Pokemon gets numbers. I need to turn that noise gate off. Or maybe let's just turn down the threshold. That might work better. But I'll make the content, you know. I'll play the game. And that's pretty much the case with the majority of Nintendo games. There's something about Nintendo games that I enjoy a lot more than anything else. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy my shooters. I do play and I do stream Fortnite once in a while. But there's something about Nintendo games over shooters that are just so much fun. I am not in any way excited about this DLC. Not at all. And that makes me really sad. I haven't decided if I'm even going to do the DLC or not. Have they said when it's going to come out? I would definitely have to be bored of... I would definitely have to be bored of... I'd have to be bored of this if I were to buy it. The only reason I would buy... The only reason I would buy the Scarlet and Violet DLC is purely content reasons. But I have so much more content that I want to make for this game that I don't think it'll be worth it, even by the time that comes out. Especially because by the time that comes out, Hogwarts Legacy will be out on the Switch, and while that'll be a little bit old, it'll have some more hype around it, and I'll want to stream that for a little while. I am a little disappointed with the Scarlet and Violet announcements. I mean, maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe I'll see one of the other YouTubers or another streamer like Reversal. Maybe I'll see them buy it and choose to do it. But I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I missed. That's a problem. That was convenient. Oh, it's cold water, so I died. I can't believe I missed. That's one of the things that I need to practice for speedrunning, is my positioning as far as jumping onto those things goes. Oh, we went back far. Wrong button. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I might end up getting it and streaming it. I can just think of a million better ways to spend my money right now. Oops. Not at all what I wanted to do. Blue Esper, what's your favorite Pokemon? I really like... Oh, duh. I am an idiot. Of course it's Esper. Duh. I really like ghost types in general. So it fluctuates. It's been Gengar for a few years, but I think I like Mimikyu better right now. Hey, I don't mind the Esper line. Goodness, can I please? Goodness. Why am I struggling so bad with that? I really like, I have an issue with the Gengar Shiny. But I do actually really like the Mega Gengar Shiny. Ooh, they have a plush at Target. I need to get my hands on... It's just been sold out every time I've looked. I need to get my hands on the Gengar Squishmallow. Gosh dang it. That was so close. Pokemon plushes are a problem. I want to buy them all. When I started my YouTube channel, it was all Pokemon Go. I've been debating doing a, like Mystic 7 does a, if I catch this Pokemon, I have to buy it challenge. That would be so much fun. I was going to ask you how many you have, but I'll spare you asking. If it's an embarrassing number, that's a good enough answer for me. All right, give me my shield, bro. You were supposed to die, sir. Ah. All right, what's the most expensive one? Are there giant Dragapult with detachable Dreepy? That sounds adorable. That also sounds expensive. I was going to say, like, what could be more expensive than a Squishmallow? The answer is that. That could be more expensive than a Squishmallow. That's wild. Shipping had to have been expensive on that. And, like, importation fees? Like, I assumed you had to pay some kind of fees around that? That's wild, bro. That's so steep, man. To be honest, though, if I let myself buy them, I would definitely be hitting those numbers. Easy. Oh, I forgot. No wonder I was wondering, I posted a video right before I went live on YouTube, and it's severely underperforming. And I thought, like, I haven't ever posted a video at this time before. I've been watching the numbers, And the whole time I've thought maybe it was... Whoa, what was that sound? I thought maybe it was like the time that I posted. Like I posted at a bad time. But I didn't put any subtitles on it. And surprisingly, that makes I mean, sort of surprisingly, that makes a huge difference as far as numbers go. Which works out. It'll take 2 minutes to pull it down, add the subtitles, and re-upload it. Yep, Pokemon fans are the most loyal. I feel like we almost get taken advantage of a lot of the time. I mean, look at the way that Niantic is taking advantage of the Pokemon Go Pokemon fans. Like, I don't think Niantic realizes how good they have it. Alright, Blue Esper. And everybody else lurking. I gotta bail now. I gotta re-edit that video real fast and then start my work day. My kids will be up any minute anyways. But I gotta start working, unfortunately. Blue Esper, I don't know if you follow. If you do or don't, I am live most days at about this time. I usually start at 3 or 4 a.m., which is 5 or 6 Eastern time until about now. Most Monday through Friday, most of the time. Every once in a while, I'll miss my alarm or my kid will be up all night or something and I'll miss a day, but that's my general time. Anyways, I appreciate you hanging out with me this morning. I hope you have a good rest of your day or evening wherever you live.